If you are crazy enough to upgrade to the iPhone 16 or 16 Pro a few weeks ago, well then you're gonna wanna stick around because this video is definitely for you. But don't worry, if you didn't upgrade, don't sweat it. Most of these accessories are gonna work for your older iPhone anyway. One of the most welcome improvements we got for the 16 and 16 Pro was a bigger battery and faster charging capabilities. Despite those battery improvements, at some point you're definitely going to need to charge it. And so may I recommend this. This is the Anker Prime 240 watt desktop charger. Is it overkill? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes, a resounding yes. This bad boy I have been using for about a year. But this thing is amazing, and I'll tell you why. Really easy to see that it's got 4 ports here, 3 USB-C and 1 USB-A. Now here's where it kicks ass. The top one's got a little icon for a laptop. That's because it's 140 watts, and then the next 3 are 100 watts. So you can get up to 240 watts, 40 watts output max at one single time. Now here's what's cool, when I bought it, this thing was like $200, but for some reason they're like half the price now. They're only $99, which is, I think, for something this functional and useful, even though it's not the most fun, it will make your life better because it's just so darn handy and so good. Anker makes really great stuff too. Like, I've never had a problem with any Anker product I've ever bought. I have this and a massive power bank. That's probably the other one I would say, but definitely get yourself the 240 watt desktop charger. Unless you're a billionaire or a psycho, one of the first things you're gonna want for your new iPhone is protection. And let me be very clear with you, no matter what Apple tells you with their marketing about how this is the most scratch resistant screen they've ever made, this is the most easily scratchable screen I've ever owned. Out of all the Apple devices I've ever owned, this thing scratches so easily. I doubt you could see it. You might be able to see it on there. Fortunately for us, today's sponsor MagBack has us covered. Why? Because not only is this the most functional case ever made for a phone, but it also comes with a screen protector, and the box itself is gonna help us install it, which is ingenious. Let's dig in. All right, pull the box away from top. So I got this. Here's the case. All the good stuff. Here's all the cleaning stuff, the alcohol pads, the prep pads. These little bits right here hold the phone into place so that when I place the phone in here, solid like a rock. It's not going anywhere. Give it a good swab down. That comes out. Case is secured. That's funny. You only get one shot watching the install video. Well, I'm glad I did. Get the case for no other reason than just to do that. Screen protector on. I gotta be honest, 2 big positives. One, just how easy and kind of weirdly enjoyable it was to use the case thing and then pull it out and it was on there. And it made it perfectly aligned, like perfectly aligned. 2, I love that the screen protector is flush to the edge of the screen. Let's jump into what makes this case. This is the MagBack 16 Elite case. Why is this so good? Well, I thought any MagSafe case is just like any other MagSafe case. You've seen one, you've seen them all. Not true. On the back here, you can kind of see this big rectangular cutout, and that's because, yes, it does have the MagSafe magnet thing in there. I don't know what it is, magnets, they're wizardry. But they have 4 different spots that are also magnetized. My favorite accessory by far with this is their little MagSafe wallet. It doesn't fall off. It never comes off unless you strip it off. And it's got a little finger loop in the back. I love that accessory. I love that it's got felt on the inside. This is where you can adjust either by putting a mag strip in here, or you can adjust the finger loop height through this part. It's got a protective USB-C cover, which is nice, and we'll get into that here in a second. They call it the pinky pillow, because when you rest your pinky on it, it's very nice. This is a little bezel that surrounds the camera lenses to protect it. Now it's a little bit higher so that when it's on a flat surface, it's not nearly as wobbly as just the phone itself. But it's also raised so that you protect the lenses when it's flush. And you can accessorize them. So if you don't want the jet black color and you want to say, you want to put gray on there, which looks pretty good, or I've got pink, and you want to put a pink one on there, you can. Speaking of those accessories, the little side grips, the pinky pillow, we'll talk about that here in a second, the finger loop, and this guy can all be removed and the colors changed, which is really cool. Let's stick on the back of the case. I already mentioned the finger loop. I'm not a finger loop person. I've never been, but this one's pretty easy to use and it's adjustable. So if you've got bigger man hands like I do, very, very simple and easy to use. It's got all the necessary cutouts. So if you're one of those wackos that likes to use camera control, well, you're okay. And it's very easy to find. Honestly, having the cutout makes finding camera control even easier, which might mean I might using it and therefore I would be one of those wackos. Also on the back of the case, we have a kickstand, which is great. Very easy to deploy. Pull it down, click it into place, and then you can watch it vertically if you want. You can put it down horizontally. It is nice to have a little kickstand. There's a lanyard attachment point down at the bottom. Probably the coolest feature. Remember, each case comes with a mag strip. This has a 3M sticky, which means I can pull this off, stick it on a wall or a mirror, something that's not generally magnetized, and boom, I've got a place to put my phone, right? And these on the 16 case, you can see those 3 bits. What's so cool about these is they're telescoping. So they will actually come out of the case to grab the magnetic bit, and my God, they are on there. And then when you pull them off, they go back into the case. So yes, it's a MagSafe case taken to the umpteenth level with tons of functionality, but it's also slim and just, it's a great case. I can't say it enough. MagBack, thank you for sponsoring. Thank you for making such great cases. Guys, if you want to try an elite case and get a discount, down in the description below, I'll have links to all of the accessories, but check this out for sure. In the first iPhone 16 video where I talk about the reasons why I upgraded to the iPhone 16 Pro Max from the 14 Pro Max, one major one was the recording quality. However, there's one major problem. The file sizes are huge. And even with a 1 terabyte phone, you're going to go through that pretty darn fast. Also, to shoot 4K 60 and 4K 120, you need an external drive. That is one nice thing about going to the USB-C, is that you can plug in an external SSD and record to that. However, as we found in that video, the solutions were difficult. You needed to get an SSD, then you had to get the right kind of cable, and then you had to attach it to the phone somehow, and it was just a pain in the butt. I've found, however, the best solution out there, and that is the Condor Blue CF Express Type B recording module. It is not SSD, it's CF Express Type B, which is so much smaller. So I got the CF Express Type B. You can also do it in SD card, but bang for buck, CF Express Type B is the way to go. They're faster cards, they're bigger cards, and they're cheaper. I don't know why people keep hanging on to SD, maybe because that's what's in your computer, but this is all metal. I thought it was gonna be plastic. This is also recessed, so when you put this in there, you get a very nice secure lock. And what's cool about this one is it doubles as a card reader. So you don't need to take the card out and then put it into a card reader. You can just unplug this from your phone and then plug it directly into the computer. Oh, that's the way to go. It lines up perfectly on the back of that case. And then let's plug this in. Bam. Oh my goodness. It is like the MagSafe Case was made for this exact accessory. Now all we need is a CF Express Type B card. Uno momento. So it might be hard to see, but it says right now my max recording time in ProRes log at 4K 24 is 63 minutes. If that's recording directly to the phone. This is only 512 gigs, so it's probably not gonna increase it that much, but it will increase it. And it goes from 63 minutes to 90 minutes. So we just got a big jump in recording time. So what's great about this is I could literally just unplug it, take this off, plug it directly into my computer and edit from it. It's that fast, which is super cool. It's also got some hardware on the back. So let's say you want to use this with a normal camera, a hybrid camera. As long as it can record to USB-C, some cameras have that functionality, some don't. You could put a cold shoe in the quarter 20 here, attach it to your camera, plug that in, and record to the CF Express Type B card. So there you have it. This is the Condor Blue CF Express Type B recording module. Again, you can get a 1 terabyte for $179. So for $300, you've got an incredible recording solution to take your phone and turn it into a high-powered camera. A while back, a friend of mine, Joey Helms, I've mentioned him on my last iPhone video. He's the one that made that incredible shot on iPhone 16 and 15 video that got, basically went viral. It's crazy that he made that with a phone. And one of the tools he used to help make that video was this. I think it was the Mobile 5.
And lastly, we also used the DJI Osmo Mobile 6 that I threw my phone on as a gimbal.
It allows him to get ultra smooth footage. That's why you have a gimbal. It basically takes all of the shake out of your footage. When you're holding it handheld and it's jittery, a gimbal can help fix those issues. Why don't we take it out of its package? We'll fire it up and we'll see what all the fuss is about. I've thrown the tripod feet on there. Now, originally I thought you just hold the power button and everything unfolds, but you do have to do one thing first, and that is just unfold it. Once you do, it turns on and kind of aligns itself. Now, on this clamp, there is a groove. On this clamp, there is a groove with a dot and a metal thing, and that aligns with the groove and a dot up here. You can replace this all together and just get a flat MagSafe one. And I would do that because now this clamp isn't gonna hit any of your volume rockers or anything else, all right? Let's go over some of the basic controls of the Mobile 6. Double tapping this button is the orientation. So if you wanna flip between horizontal and vertical, that's how you do that. We've got a joystick over here, and that gives us control over the roll, tilt, pan axis. There is a trigger on the back, so if we ever want to recenter it, if it goes askew and we want to recenter it, we double tap it, and it recenters it. On here is also a record button. We can start recording from that. Right now I'm in the DJI Mimo app, and if I hit on the picture button down here at the middle bottom, that's gonna fire everything up. And you can do everything from time lapses, hyperlapses, slow motion, dolly zooms, which are a crazy effect. That's like when I'm backing up, but I zoom in at the same time. It's a wild effect. I can just draw a box around my face. And now Active Track is already enabled. And so what can Active Track do? Well, this. It can follow me, which is pretty awesome. So if you're filming and you want to look like you have a second person filming you, you can walk, and it's pretty fast, and it just locks onto your face, and it can follow you around. The entire point of getting a gimbal is to smooth out the footage. So obviously we got to test the footage. This is me, the phone, and no gimbal. Gimbal's in my hand. So we're just gonna walk as normally as I possibly can with a busted up knee. And you tell me if you can see the difference between this and the gimbal. All right, we've got the gimbal do the same gimpy walk as before, and you guys tell me which one is smoother. Me just hand holding the camera, the phone, or me using the gimbal. All right, there you go. Gaming on iPhones has gotten really good. Really good. That's if you actually like using your phone to play a video game. I know that the performance is there now. Now with the new A18 chip, the A18 Pro that's in the 16 Pro Max, apparently the thing can game like a mother. But I have never wanted to do it until I saw this. This is the backbone. I don't want to press a screen, you know, and just like tap digital buttons. I want real buttons. And with the backbone, it gives me just that. So the prospect of being able to throw my phone in here and get an actual controller experience makes me really happy. You've got Apple Arcade, the Xbox Game Pass, Google Play Pass, Steam, which is cool. We've got NVIDIA GeForce Now and Luna. I don't know what Luna is, I'm sorry. Like I said, I've been out of the scene for a while. There we have it. Look at that, the controller. Oh, perfect. You get a free 30-day trial with it, but one thing you'll want to do is if you know you're not going to use it, make sure you go into your settings, into your subscriptions, and cancel that subscription. So what I really like about this is like right off the bat, it's giving me all of the games that I could play on here, and I'm sure that's because of the subscription I have. Altered Beast? Holy smokes. That was a game, if I remember right, for the original Sega, and I was like, what, 10 years old when this came out? If you're not in the Backbone app and you want to quickly access it, you just hit that Backbone button, that orange button, and it brings up the Backbone app. Two more, come on, let's go. Play the dock music, play the oh, victory. 9 house cats. I got the MVP. Wow, that's pretty cool, MVP moment. This thing is pretty rad. I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. Just this game, I haven't even like scratched the surface with all the games this could be used for. This is gonna make flying so much more fun. Well, that's it. What did you think of the top 5 most fun and functional accessories list? Let me know which ones you would get, which ones you would add to this list if you were to make your own. And if you thought this video was insightful or entertaining in any way possible, do me a huge favor. Show it by hitting the like button and consider subscribing. It's free. There is no obligation. You can cancel at any time. Well, that's it. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.